All right, meanwhile, here's a story we've been following for you. Of course, if you've been tuning in to watch football on Sunday afternoon, you probably noticed that a lot of the games are either canceled or postponed. Everything from the NFL to the NBA and NHL. Professional sports in the U.S. getting hit hard by the COVID-19 variant Omicron. Joining us to discuss, Eric Mitchell, sports analyst, manager, and CEO of Lightflip Media. Eric, thanks for coming on today. Man, if you wanted just to feel like normal and watch football on Sunday, might have looked a little different depending on which team you were trying to watch.
Absolutely. It's amazing to me how we watched last week. We went from a few reports to 90 by last Thursday to we started moving games. This is getting concerning, but at least the NFL's doing something about it compared to the NBA, which appears to be trying to be the wokest league out of all of the professional leagues we have. They're freaking out why the NFL is actually doing something, rescheduling games quickly and moving on. They have a shorter time frame, obviously, with Christmas games and the coming weekend and the playoffs, why the NBA has 82 games, but they also have that big Christmas Day games that they're pumping commercially and sponsors-wise across the board. But two different leagues behaving completely different on how they're handling this outbreak.
Yeah, definitely a moneymaker. And then, of course, part of the traditions as well, if you tune in and watch on Christmas. But you think about who they might have to choose from, right? I mean, how many players are left and where are they bringing in their second or third string guys?
You bring up a good point. With the NFL, it's not a problem. A lot of these players are getting healthy. We just heard that Baker Mayfield will be playing tonight. I know he's been very vocal about the testing and he's been healthy. But when we look on the NBA side of the house, that's a different mess. All those players are healthy. They're all reporting their biggest symptom has been boredom. So when you look at it, how would you like to be a season ticket holder who sits on the sideline for the Christmas Day game? You paid almost $1,000 for your seat and you're watching G League players. That's not very exciting. Now, the NBA overnight did release that they are requiring teams that are hard hit that they could go for every two players that are down with this outbreak. They can bring in replacement players. But again, how many season ticket holders are going to be left holding the bag watching G League players instead of folks like Kevin Durant or even Steph Curry, now that we're hearing that there's been an outbreak on the Warriors?
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. You want to see the famous guys, the guys who are really good, play. But, you bring up the NBA, the NFL, also the NHL, shutting down those players that would have to cross the border if you wanted to play a U.S. or Canadian team here. How's that going to shake up the season?
That's going to mess up everything, and I still don't understand it. I don't know what Canada's doing. They know that they have professional sports teams, that 98% of the leagues are here in America, so making it difficult. If these players are vaccinated, again, if they're asymptomatic, I don't understand why they're not crossing the border and playing each other. Again, just like all these other venues, these players, there's no proof that they're going out and just contaminating each other. These folks are vaccinated and triple, boosted or whatever they need to be to play, but yet they're all popping positive. I think at the end of the day, what needs to be done is we need to change the way the testing's done, because these things are popping positive on everybody and they're all asymptomatic. So it's hurting the leagues and it's hurting all the sports and the fans who are paying money. I mean, could you imagine waiting for Christmas Day and your game might get canceled?
I know. Hopefully you're not in that boat there. Goodness gracious. Eric, thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Hopefully these players can get back healthy and back out on the court and field and ice. Thanks, Eric. All right.